Every single day, your body produces between 50 and 70 billion new cells. That sounds incredible. But here's the problem no one is telling you. After age 50, your body starts making more damaged cells than healthy ones, and the gap gets wider every single year. A world-renowned oncologist, a physician who has spent 30 years studying how cells break down, recently published something that quietly changed how the medical community thinks about aging. He identified 5 simple daily habits. Habits that cost nothing, habits that take less than 30 minutes, that can fundamentally change how your cells regenerate. But here's what shocked me. Habit number 3 contradicts what most doctors have been telling patients for decades. Stay with me. Dr. William Li is not your average physician. He's a researcher who pioneered the field of angiogenesis, the study of how your body grows new blood vessels. His work has led to over 40 FDA-approved treatments. But what he discovered about daily habits is even more important than any drug he's ever helped develop. In a landmark presentation at a medical conference in 2024, he outlined a framework that he personally follows. Not a supplement regimen, not a fancy biohacking protocol, 5 things that anyone over 50 can start doing tomorrow morning. Now, before we get into the 5 habits, I want you to understand something. 1 in every 2 men and 1 in every 3 women will face a serious cellular health diagnosis at some point in their lives. That statistic is uncomfortable, but it's real. And what makes it even more uncomfortable is this. 70% of the risk factors are linked to lifestyle, not genetics. Researchers at the University of Helsinki confirmed it. Your genes account for roughly 30%. The other 70%, that's what you eat, how you move, how you sleep, what you expose yourself to every day, which means you have far more control than you probably think. So let's get into it. Habit number 1, moderate movement, not running, not lifting heavy weights. Dr. Li is very specific. Moderate movement, a brisk walk, light cycling, swimming. Here's the number. 22 minutes per day. A meta-analysis published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine analyzed data from 196,000 participants and found that just 22 minutes of moderate daily activity reduces the risk of cellular damage by up to 31%. Why? Because moderate exercise activates a process called AMPK, an enzyme that acts like a cellular cleanup crew. It tells your body to recycle damaged cell components and build new healthy ones. The key word here is moderate. Extreme exercise actually increases oxidative stress. It's counterproductive. You don't need to punish your body. You need to move it consistently. That's all. Habit number 2, anti-inflammatory nutrition. Your body has a built-in defense system. Think of it like a security network. Every single cell has guard mechanisms that detect threats and neutralize them before they can cause damage. But here's the problem. The modern Western diet is actively disabling those defense systems. Processed meats, refined sugars, seed oils, these create a state called chronic low-grade inflammation. Your immune system stays permanently activated at a low level, and over time, that constant activation damages healthy cells. It's like leaving your car engine running 24 hours a day. Eventually something breaks. Dr. Li's framework focuses on foods that contain specific bioactive compounds. Sulforaphane from broccoli sprouts, which activates the NRF2 pathway, lycopene from cooked tomatoes, which protects cellular DNA, EGCG from green tea, which inhibits abnormal cell growth, and omega-3 from fatty fish, which resolves inflammation at the cellular level. The principle is simple. Eat foods that activate your body's defenses, not foods that suppress them. Now, I want to share something relevant here. While researching the metabolic pathways that Dr. Li describes, I came across a formulation that Japanese nutritional scientists developed using compounds from the Nagano region, an area known for remarkable longevity among its elderly population. These researchers isolated specific botanical extracts that support the same metabolic and cellular processes we've been discussing. A team of physicians has concentrated these into a daily tonic. I've reviewed their published research personally, and I've placed a link to their clinical presentation in the description below. Habit number 3, And this is the one that contradicts conventional wisdom. Most people believe drinking more water is always better. 8 glasses a day. Carry your water bottle everywhere. Stay hydrated all day long. Dr. Lee says something different. He doesn't just recommend drinking water. He recommends strategic timing of hydration and specifically periods of not eating. Why? Because the body has a process called autophagy, from the Greek. Auto means self, phagy means eating. Your cells literally eat their own damaged components and recycle them into new functional parts. But here's the thing, autophagy only activates when your body is in a fasting state. When you're constantly eating, even healthy food, you suppress this mechanism entirely. Your body never gets the chance to clean house. A study from the University of Tokyo showed that even a 14 to 16 hour overnight fasting window can dramatically upregulate autophagy markers. Combined with proper hydration, you're giving your cells both the raw materials and the recycling system they need. You're not just building new cells, you're clearing out the old, broken ones first. Habit number 4, sleep architecture. Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., your body enters what researchers call deep repair mode, growth hormone peaks. Natural killer cells, the immune cells that patrol your body and destroy abnormal cells, are produced at their highest rate. If you're sleeping 6 hours or less, or going to bed after midnight, you're missing the critical window when your body does its most important repair work. Dr. Matthew Walker at UC Berkeley calls sleep the single most effective thing you can do for your brain and body health. Not exercise, not nutrition, sleep. He's very clear about that. The protocol is straightforward. Dark room, no screens, 60 minutes before bed, temperature below 67 degrees Fahrenheit, that's about 19 Celsius, and a consistent schedule. Same time every night, including weekends. Your body doesn't know it's Saturday. It doesn't take days off from repair work. Habit number 5, morning sunlight. Within the first 10 minutes of waking, Dr. Lee recommends direct sunlight exposure, not through a window, direct. Why? Sunlight hitting your retina triggers your suprachiasmatic nucleus, the master clock of your circadian system. This cascades into cortisol timing, melatonin production, and critically, vitamin D synthesis. Vitamin D is not just a vitamin, it's a hormone that activates over 200 genes, many of which are directly involved in immune surveillance and cellular repair. A study from UC San Diego found that adults with optimal vitamin D levels had significantly better immune cell function compared to those who were deficient. And the scary part? An estimated 42% of American adults are vitamin D deficient. Almost half the population is running on a compromised immune system and doesn't even know it. 10 minutes of morning sunlight. That's all it takes to start correcting that. Now, I want to be clear about something. If you're watching this and you're 55, 60, 70 years old and you haven't been doing any of these things, you have not missed your window. Your body produces 3.8 million new cells every second. Right now, as you watch this video, your body is building new tissue. It hasn't stopped. It won't stop until your last breath. The question isn't whether your body can rebuild. It's whether you're giving it the right conditions to rebuild. A study from the University of Birmingham tracked adults aged 55 to 79 who began a moderate exercise program. Within 12 weeks, their immune cell production was comparable to people in their 20s. 12 weeks, that's 84 days, not years, not decades, 84 days to fundamentally shift how your immune system functions. Your body wants to heal, it wants to regenerate. You just need to stop getting in its way. One more thing before we wrap up. When we talk about chronic inflammation, the kind that silently damages cells over decades, one area where it shows up first is your joints. The synovial fluid inside your joints begins to thin after age 30. Most people don't notice until one day they can't bend their knees without wincing. A team led by Dr. Mark Weiss, a board-certified physician who formerly served at Walter Reed Army Medical Center, formulated 5 specific anti-inflammatory compounds into a single daily capsule backed by 14 clinical trials. I've placed a link to his research presentation in the description as well. So let me bring this all together. These 5 habits are free. They require no special equipment, no prescriptions, no complicated routines, 22 minutes of moderate movement, anti-inflammatory nutrition, strategic hydration with fasting windows, quality sleep between 10 and 2, and morning sunlight within the first 10 minutes. 5 things every day. That's it. If this information was valuable to you, share this video with someone over 50 who needs to hear it, And if you'd like to see the clinical research behind the formulations I mentioned, the links are in the description below. I'll see you in the next one.